I have chosen the topic of mass media because I believe that is vital to understand how media works and how it can be used by hegemonic groups to manipulate people's points of view. To begin with, we have the early theories of media by Innes. According to him, the papyrus, used in the Roman Empire, is more effective than the mural of the Egyptians. The first one is easy to transport, and for that reason, it was easier to take the information from one place to another. In this case, for instance, to the lands conquered by the Romans. McLuhan applies the ideas of Innes to modern society. He says that the structure of the media is more important than the message. A media structure will be effective if it allows reaching a big number of people in one convey. Making a comparison, the structure of the radio is more complex than the structure of the papyrus. Newspapers, the radio, television, and the internet are capable to generate an important impact and influence on the population. So we can say that the impact of a media message can be charged with fear as a manipulation tool. Going back in time to the Republic era of Rome and trying to illustrate what I'm saying. Cicero's death is a clear example of how frightening a media message can be. Cicero was very skilled in trying to convince people. The ways in which he moved his hands and the tone of his voice made him a popular politician. His killers knew that he was a dangerous obstacle for the opposition. As a warning, they severed his hands and nailed them, along with his tongue, to the door of the Roman Senate. This last message was clear. If you are a skilled orator, it's better to keep your mouth closed. The Romans so feared the media used by orators to sway the masses that they killed those who use them well. Inevitably, with Cicero's death, the Republic era of Rome had ended. The case of Hitler is another clear example. He invested, helped by a large group of bourgeois, a huge amount of money to improve the power of the Germans' radio stations, in order to spread his Nazi message inside and outside Germany. Hitler believed that the constant repetition of his message on the radio would print his ideas in people's minds. Making a reflection, we can say that since media appeared in human history, hegemonic groups intended to use it in order to impose their own narrow view of reality, with the specific purpose of control the ways of acting and thinking of the population and made valid their own greedy interests. I can make a relation with the narrative essay, Decolonizing the Mind by Ngugi wa Thiong. Despite his land and culture were colonized, he used the English language to achieve knowledge that allowed him to progress, understand the system, and after that fight back in his own way. I mean, writing a play in his mother tongue, Gikuyu. As I explain in the beginning, being aware of how some cultural devices work is important, and that can make the difference.